Hello guys, welcome again to another BTC update. I hope everything's doing great for you. So today we will be talking about Bitcoin. There are a lot of interesting things in the charts. I'm not really posting any videos on BTC because the price action is very boring. I've been talking about this on my Twitter page for quite some time, that it's mostly consolidation for quite some time before a nice leg up. Um, but yeah, I've seen something today in the charts that is kind of interesting in my personal opinion. It's still not confirmed yet. There's still 15 hours to go for the daily close, but I will be talking about it in this video today. So stick around till the end of the video. And as always, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Please help the channel grow so we can keep giving you these types of high quality TA videos. And as always, follow me on Twitter. Link in the description below. With that being said, let's get started with the charts. So first of all, I am on the daily time frame for Bitcoin. So I've been saying that Bitcoin is bullish, has been bullish for quite some time. I've been saying that there will be scare wicks here and there. Yesterday's wick was very, very nice in my personal opinion. It was like $1,000 wick and it happened in a few seconds. It got many bearish people excited. As you can see, I have a level here which is 17.63k. 0.630, and I've told this to my Discord followers, and I'm telling this to everybody out there. As long as this line isn't broken, daily close below it, there is no way Bitcoin retests lows. And if it does retest the lows, I've said this a million times, it's not gonna go here. It's gonna go to where my heart line is, around wherever the price will be. So the heart line right now is currently at, if we just drop, right, it's currently at let's see here, around 14k, 13.5 to 14k. So obviously, the more that we move forward in time, the more likely that this heart line will decrease, and obviously someday it will be at 10k. But the difference is, there's a huge difference about me talking about this yesterday and me talking about this today, because today, for the first time ever, and I'm gonna show you this, for the first time since 69k, right, Bitcoin has finally popped his head, the daily head at least, above the top of my red channel. As you can see, we do wick above it. Wick, wicks, wicks, wicks. And here we do come close to it. But, and here we do get rejected exactly on it. But finally now, we are kind of looking to break it. Now, volume wise, let's pop up the volume. Yesterday's candle has a huge volume, but it's not decisive yet for me. It's not something that will guarantee this daily close to be like this. What will guarantee the daily close to stay like that is the daily close itself. So there's 15.5 hours to go for the daily close. If this daily close closes as is, so above 19.3k, this will be a very, very, very bullish sign. Now, granted, Bitcoin is under resistance still. So under micro resistance, which is this blue line right here, as you can see, we did try to wick above it, but we didn't really hold the pump. And now we are kind of just on the resistance trend line. So granted that this is the case, this does not mean anything for Bitcoin. So what we could do something like this and then drop again and then hold the top of the red channel. And that's the difference that I was trying to pinpoint of me talking 2 days ago and me talking right now. 2 days ago, Bitcoin was under the top of the red channel. So if it drops, it's going to technically drop to the heart line no matter what. But right now, Bitcoin is not below the top of the red channel. So this basically means when it does pull back, it's not going to pull back first here. It has a support area here, which is a year and a half long support. So basically, Bitcoin can do this and then do that, and then this is where it will bottom out, near this top. It will never go again to this heart line, as long as we can maintain daily closes above the top of the red channel. That's very, very important. So today's daily close will be important, because if it does close above the top of this channel, it would be the first time since last year that Bitcoin has closed the daily candle above the top of this red channel. Now, does that mean that we're not going to be able to see lows again? No, like I said, no, it doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that Bitcoin won't go to 17 again or 14 or 16. But that just means that it will never retest the heartline of the channel first on a pullback. Now, wherever Bitcoin will go, after the pullback, it will go back to the top of the channel rather than the heartline of the channel. And that's very, very good because it will give us, so it is a bullish aspect that Bitcoin has broken above the daily, the resistance, the top of the red channel, our resistance, which is a yearly resistance. It will be a very, very good sign. And B, it will give us more data on where the pullback will take us to. And it will be a less severe pullback compared to here. So just to give you a small example, if Bitcoin over the next 10 days goes to 21,500, let's say it goes to 21,500 on November 3rd, let's say, all right? And let's say it has a huge dump, a huge red candle, one single straight candle. If that single straight, November 3rd, where is it? So that single straight candle will take you to 16.36K. And that would be around, let's say, I'm just giving you examples to just a 25% drop for Bitcoin, which is in the realm of very strong pullbacks. So as you can see right now, we know where Bitcoin will go, and we also have many other things, not only this top of the channel, but this top of the channel, this resistance trend line is very, very important, very key for us. So today's daily candle close will give us a sign of, for me it's bullish. To be fair and to be honest, for me it's bullish. Whether we will retest the lows on the top of the channel again or not, it is bullish because it's giving, first of all, we have broken since a year above it. And second of all, like I said, it gives us extra data to tell us where this will head. And now the heartline is no longer our main bounce area. As you can see, it was our main bounce area for quite some time, and it was resistance area here, and it was bounce area here, it was resistance. So this was a very, very, very legit strong resistance support area. And now finally we've broken above the top of the channel, so now this resistance trend line can be neglected or forgotten until the red channel, the top of the red channel breaks. Granted, we stay above it, obviously. So as of now, what I'm waiting for is I'm waiting for this daily close to happen. If we do close below the blue channel, it's not the end of the world, by the way. It's not, oh my God, we didn't. It is very, very good. It just means that on the micro, we're bearish still. So what do I mean by that? Let me explain. So right now we are at resistance, right? If we manage to break above it, retested as support, the next area of resistance that Bitcoin will encounter is the top of the channel here, the top of this blue line here, which is obviously the top of the rising wedge that was forming, which is around, I would say, 20.7K, give or take. If we do rise above this and hold it as support also, then most likely we go to the next area, which is here, 21.5K, and that's where you experience another, resistance area. And then if we do rise above this and we hold it, we go to the next area, and so on and so forth. And that's how TA works. You break a resistance area, you backtest it as support, you bounce, you go to the next one. Slowly and surely, you start to go up and up and up. Finally, the final target will be, I think, around here. So maybe around 28K, depending on how bullish Bitcoin is. But this blue trend line right here, let me extend it for you because it's very important also to have it. So this blue trend line right here was also a nice resistance area. So most likely it was a nice support area for a couple of, I would say, months. So it will be the major support next, our major macro support next. And obviously there will be a rejection here, and obviously there will be another drop here. And how low the drop will take us, I have no idea. But what if it doesn't, right? What if we don't creep above the blue line? What happens next? Are we bearish, Mesa? Are we going to go to 17 Mesa? So if we do manage to, close the daily below this area, right? Most likely what we will do is backtest the top of the channel, wherever that might be. So it could be at, depending on the time, as you can see. So if it's 18th of October, the top of the channel is going to be at 18.7. If it's 17th of October, the top of the channel is going to be at 18.75. If it's, let's say, 16th of October, the top of the channel will be at 18.9K. So most likely we will, if we do get rejected here, what we will do is we'll probably keep getting rejected for a couple of days and then go down to this area right here. Maybe 18.4, maybe 18.5, maybe retest the wick again, because usually wicks do get retested, by the way. generally speaking, wicks do get retested, and then head up once more if we hold it. And obviously, the next area of resistance would be here, and this blue line right here will be key to telling us whether we're gonna go up more or not. As of now, for me, this case is more bullish than bearish in my personal opinion. Just because of the fact we are looking like to close the daily candle above, and even if we do manage to, close below the resistance trend line, we are still above the red the top of the red channel, and that's what's bullish for me. That we are still above the top of the red channel, and now I will know that okay, if Bitcoin pullbacks, it will pull back to here, wherever Bitcoin will be by then. And that will give me a better trade setup, that will give me a better idea to buy spot, so on and so forth. Generally speaking, though, from a macro perspective, I've been saying this for so long. I am very, very bullish on BTC where it is right now. We have been consolidating since June, so it's been a long time of consolidation. And the more we consolidate, by the way, the more bullish we are. That's a fact. We might see lows. We might get scare wicks, similar to what happened here. This is a scare wick, but we might get a stronger scare wick, and maybe test 14K, and maybe that will be the bottom. I cannot be very, very sure, but what I can tell you from my opinion is that I'm very pessimistic that we will see lows lower than 17. I hope so. I hope that we see lows lower than 17. I hope that the 10K believers out there, the bears, get their time in the light to shine, basically, because I want to buy lower prices on the tokens that I like. But I honestly really don't see it happening. One of the main reasons, I've explained this before to my TA members, to my Discord members, is because of how inflation just works in general. So this is the first time Bitcoin has been in an inflated market, or in a market that is facing inflation. And as you can know, any assets, whether they're risky or not, whether they're depreciating or not, they increase in price relative to the currency they belong to, just because of inflation. So a car, for example, that depreciates over time will increase in price because of inflation, not because of demand on it. And I'm a son of both countries that have the highest inflation in the world, which are Lebanon and Venezuela. And in both cases, buying a car was better to holding on to the fiat that you had, because after inflation hit, that fiat that you had was worthless, but the car that you bought was still at the same range of price, even higher price than before, obviously, because everything is inflated now. And I think if inflation were to really hit us strong and hard for the US, which is happening, by the way, but stronger than this, or over time, I think Bitcoin should not and will not go lower in price just because of inflation. It should go higher in price, not lower. One Bitcoin will be one Bitcoin, but the dollar is the thing that's going to change. So that's why I really doubt that we will see those lows again. Anyways, that is it for today's video, guys. Thank you again for watching the video. Like, share, and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, link in the description below. If you want to subscribe to my private Discord, which now has copy trading, spot signals, and my own personal signals. I'm starting to give signals to my Discord members because they've been asking for it for so long. So I just want to help them out in these tough times, make some extra cash. You can message me on Telegram, link in the description below, and I'll give you the details in order to join our Discord. Thank you again, guys, for watching. I hope you enjoy your weekends with your families, and I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.